Here's the part that cooks a lot of women. Her past. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. This is the part that absolutely cooks a lot of women. Now, at least in my experiences. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Find Your Formula Reacts. Today, we got another video from Homad, hot off the press, called Wondering, okay, where they are. So, without any further ado, let's jump right back into the video. Really excited to see what he's talking about here.
Straight men? Like, do they exist?
There are, yeah, but they're running away from you.
Genuinely wondering, are there any good straight men? Like, do they exist?
There are, yeah, but they're running away from you.
Mhm.
They can see you coming. They know what this means. These are bird hands. They look like a beak, and you make little pecking motions with them, and sometimes you do this. You open and close for emphasis. And bird hands are what snotty, entitled women do when they're wrong and they plan to be loud about it. Look, I don't consider myself much of a catch, at least not anymore. I think I expired a long time ago. But even I would not put up with this. You're looking for good straight men, but the second-rate straight men are running. Take a look at yourself. I know it's hard, but imagine that you are a good straight man and you come home from work to a bunch of this. Here's
Right.
what you need to do. Imagine you share your feelings with your fiance and she gives you this face. This is the, what the hell am I supposed to do with that? Imagine you're having an argument and she flashes you one of these. This is the, how could you be so wrong? How could you eat?
And the thing about this is like, unfortunately, a lot of women say that they want a good dude and then they get a good dude and they completely mismanage it and mishandle it. You know, because a great dude is gonna cause you to get better. He's gonna call you out when you're being immature. He's not gonna let you manipulate him because he's been around the block. He does good things, he does great things. So a lot of women are saying, like, how come there's no good man left? And then let's say they run into one and they completely fuck it up. And they said that that guy was controlling or he was this, he was that. He's like, he's only controlling because he cares. He doesn't want you to go out at a club at night. Does that make him controlling? So be it. But he's right. What good man wants to come home to? Well, guess what? Because the dinner plans that no one. I'm not doing that.
To be. Look at your face. Look at yourself. Do you like you right now? Do you think I like you right now? I don't. And if I don't like you, I would probably be under here if you saw me in real life. If I don't like you, why would the good ones like you? A lot of women have been convinced somehow that their behavior doesn't have anything to do with what they deserve from men, and that's
That just
good for
doesn't
your
make any
self-esteem
sense.
or whatever, but none of us agree. Your behavior is very important to us. No one who sees you act
That can only work in the skewed dating market like how we have right now in the West. Because there's no other instance where that even tracks remotely. If I go to work and I act an ass, I get fired. Like, your behavior has everything to do with what you get. Your behavior is directly linked to your outcomes. So if you think that you can just behave poorly and then still have good outcomes, you're insane. You're insane. Like, you're actually crazy. Because in no world does that exist. If you behave poorly, your outcomes will be poor. If you go above and beyond, you'll have better outcomes. It's as simple as that.
deserve from men, and that's good for your self-esteem or whatever, but none of us agree. Your behavior is very important to us. No one who sees you act like this is going to go, oh, perfect, there's my future wife. I can't wait to sign my finances over to this. I want to date the girl who just said that all men are bad, because I'm sure that attitude is going to skip right over me because I'm an idiot. So yeah, there are good straight men. I might have even been one at one point, kind of. But even now, I'm not lining up to be talked to like a child or a moron.
Let me know in the comments. Like, just let me know. Like, do they exist? Like, is that real? Like, are there any good men? Like, or do I need to just force myself to be lesbian at this point? Like, I'm just wondering.
Oh, you should do that and then come back and let us know if you found any good women or if it was you and you have to work on yourself. So if you want a good one, then you have to be a good one, and that means giving us the stuff that we want, which
Mm.
includes your habits and your choices and your beliefs and so on. So
So, like you said though, too, when it comes to being a good man, we kind of already went over that in some other videos. You have to have the good guy stuff and then the strong stuff or the bad guy stuff, right? Here's the part that cooks a lot of women. Her past. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. This is the part that absolutely cooks a lot of women. Now, at least in my experiences, right? There's been women that knock the looks out of the park. You know, great bodies, great face, whatever. Personality, she's genuinely fun to be around. You know what I'm saying? Like she's cool. But the past, the exes, the male friends, the kids, the baggage, the hoe phase, drugs, cheating, trouble, immodesty, experience, which just means hoe phase essentially, experimenting. This is the box that for me always takes a girl from like a 10, 8, or whatever, right into the sweeper zone, right into the I'm only gonna sleep with her, or sleeper zone, not sweeper zone. And then you get into bonuses, you know, like stuff that comes with her, cool car, house, famous family member, whatever, whatever. But it hardly matters, right? It's just a cabinet. It's not really anything that matters for real. But the past is what always cooks. The past is what always cooks women. And that was one of the, I guess, there's many poor things that happened with the sexual liberation, but that was one of the poor things that happened with the sexual liberation is that you had women just freeing up box for the free ski, for the easy, and then they get them to a guy that's a good man, and they're like, "Oh, you have to put up with me and all my problems," and it's like, well, why would I do that when you just gave your body up for free to these dudes that you don't think are better than me because you're not with them anymore and you're trying to get with me? So why would I do those things if I'm here to you, true love, legendary, right? Legendary status. Why would I? Why would I settle for that as a guy? You know, but women don't look at it that way. Women only look at it as like what they want and what they deserve, and it doesn't matter how I am. You should accept me for who I am, and it doesn't matter if I have a lot of male friends. I'm still a good person, and yes, my kids are my world, but that doesn't mean that it's redundant and it's ridiculous, and it's sad. Really, it's sad because it's like that's why they're going to be alone. You know, they can't think outside of themselves. They only think about what they want and what they need. And now they're wondering where all the good men are at. It's like looking over you. Yeah, looking over you. They see that you're on TikTok. Nope, not even going to risk it. Now, some idiots will. I mean, look at what happened with Shannon Sharp, right? But for the vast majority, it's not happening.
work cut out for you. Oh, and watch out for this. Bird hands are nature's way of saying, don't spend money on me. Don't forget to go to itishomemath.com. I'm finally making clips of all my stuff and
Nice.
translating them, so tell your friends who don't speak English somehow.
Yeah, no, he's 100% right. Bird hands is now the modern day blue hair. You know what I'm saying? If she's giving you the bird hands and the little pecks, then it's like, okay, yeah, we don't need to be worrying about this type of woman. We don't need to be spending money on her. But guys, that is all I have for this video. If you like the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget, the best way to help out the channel is to watch another one of the videos that you see popping up on the screen right now. I'll catch you on to the next one. Peace.